Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fourshade Studio podcast, episode number 8.
Oh,
How are you guys? You had a good week this week?
not really, but that's okay.
Awesome.
Now that we're doing this, it's fantastic.
Wow!
You play any games this week?
Wait, who are you again?
You have any exciting news to share?
Wait,
Hey,
who
I'm
is?
Brock Ferguson.
I'm the dog trainer.
Yeah, who are we?
I'm Blake Bodenhammer.
Who is that dog?
Here with Devin Devon and Brock Ferguson and a little Poe. But again, what'd you guys do this week? Anything? You play any games? You have any exciting news to share for everybody?
I watched you play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I also
played
played.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I also played with Piranha Plant and didn't get my save file ruined, so that was good.
Always good. Brock, you have anything newsworthy to share?
Oh, let's see. I finally got through Lavender Town in Pokemon Let's Go. So
Wait, you still haven't beaten that?
I have a job.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, it's beating Pokemon.
I get paid
Let's Go.
millions for this job.
It took me 2 years to beat Zelda. Pokemon, I'm
That's
gonna
true.
milk until the next Pokemon comes out. And I'm gonna have fun doing it, Devin. But yeah, I got promoted to gold in Rocket League for a total of 2 matches.
Woo!
Yeah.
I was
that's-
attempting to eat the mouse, so I'm setting him.
Oh, little bean.
Okay, well, so if it took you 2 years to beat Zelda, how long does a Zelda playthrough take? Can we crunch some numbers here?
in real time, in game time.
Yeah,
What?
game time. How many
Uh,
game hours?
About 70.
So 70 hours took you 2 years?
Yeah.
How many... So what's Pokemon's gameplay time? 40?
Oh no, it's
It should
30,
be
40?
much less than that.
I'd say it's like
15
30.
right now.
15? I'd say you're probably like halfway though.
Yeah, I'm halfway easily.
So
I play
probably
games casually. That's
so probably 30 hours. So it's probably going to take you 1 year,
fair enough, right?
more or less.
Perfectly timed for the next Pokemon coming this year.
It's true.
But yeah, I'm still having fun with it. The fact that I'm playing it slowly does not mean anything towards how much I like the game or not.
Have you gotten any shinies?
No, that's an in-game thing for me.
What if you happen across one?
Then I obviously run away from it and in-game.
Must be in game.
Everything has a certain order, okay?
What's the shiny that you would want the most?
What color is a shiny onyx?
I think
Probably
it's like
green.
Perfect.
gold. I actually think it's gold.
It's gold.
I'm probably wrong.
Well, it's an onyx, so there you go.
I just assume everything is green because
I know Geodude's
everything
gold.
is green.
Geodude's a cool shiny. It's like actually gold. Shiny Onyx is kind of like a yellow green, so
That's pretty close to
don't know.
green/gold.
so
I want
That'd be
that.
What about you, Blake? What would be your ideal shiny Pokemon?
I don't know. Like for some reason I kind of like the shiny Nidoran that I got
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that the first one you got?
of this game, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
The male or female? The male one?
The male.
Yeah.
Having like the blue Nidoking is just like so cool to me.
I just like that you can match with a Nidoqueen. A regular Nidoqueen.
Yeah. Well, it's like I just liked it because like I had a Nido King in my party that I like had throughout the entire game, and then like right as I beat the game, I was like, oh, okay, let's do some shiny hunting, and I found that almost like immediately. So
I was
like,
so mad because I have been hunting for shiny Vulpix for like days.
it did take you like forever to get.
It took me
finally.
weeks, like literally weeks to
You
find.
got every other shiny
I
like in
know.
that patch of grass
I
before
had
you got
like
the
a
Vulpix.
Pidgeotto. I had a Chansey. That was my first ever shiny, like ever.
Jigglypuff you got.
Jigglypuff, yeah. But yeah, eventually I got my Vulpix and now my shiny Ninetales, which is probably my ideal shiny for the game. It's really cool looking. It's like silvery with blue tips on the end of its
Yeah.
tails.
So now that you've obviously done everything that's possible in that game, just never
Right.
gonna start it up again.
I like
shiny Ninetales or whatever.
I like told myself I was like, I want to beat every single do the like special trainer battle, you know?
Yeah,
I haven't even done one.
there you go.
I haven't even done like the EV one or anything.
I think I did like the Ninetales one or something because I had a Ninetales before I got my shiny one and I just like used a bunch of Vulpix candy on it and maxed it out.
Right.
Either
The candy training is so insane. You just like they become way too powerful.
Yeah, I don't really like it that much unless I'm trying to do something quickly. But
and I don't even know how to get candy, so
you catch
What is it?
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Or you
Well,
get
definitely
or you
never
like
used
get
it.
rid of them, like in Pokemon Go.
I don't speak of that game. It's not true Pokemon game, obviously.
Okay.
It was fun when
Is
it
this
first
one
came out.
is Let's Go true? True enough.
It's like the bastard child. There you go. I'm gonna do it this time.
Well, you know Devin will later, so she's ignoring us.
I am ignoring you. I'm not amused. But I
welcome to
probably
Fourshade.
will.
Amused? You're not amused?
Was that supposed to be a Pokemon joke?
Yeah. 151 Mew.
Here, I'll do it right now. That wasn't fucking funny!
Why do you ruin it every time?
Brock already did it. He broke the seal.
Unnecessary.
Well, you can always edit it out. But
Okay.
you won't.
Well, anyways,
But you won't.
Anyways,
Brock's gonna
what?
take a year to beat Pokemon.
Yeah.
What, we played Kingdom Hearts 3. That was pretty awesome so far. We like aren't anywhere in that, but that's
Yeah,
cool.
well, let me
It
know when
looks
that comes
cool.
out on Switch.
The Midwest is getting ravaged by snow.
What?
Glad to be out of there for that.
Maybe a week ago, but no.
You forgot already.
The Pacific Northwest is just, gray
It's
and rainy.
actually, well, it's been sunny the past few days,
It's
so
50 degrees. It's dope, boy.
it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's supposed to rain like for.
It's actually supposed to snow here.
I saw that. I
Wednesday.
doubt it will snow, and if it does, I'm going to jump in the river. I will be so mad.
I actually think it's going to snow because it said, well, who knows? It's supposed to like a week from now, but it says the high is 39.
That doesn't mean
That
anything.
doesn't mean snow.
Yeah, but high 39 means a low of cold.
It's true.
Wow, the science on that is perfect.
Yeah, my dad said. Anyways, what's going on in the world of Nintendo? This is when we need a graphic to show up. We need Nintendo News Network.
We could have like Poe's cartoon face like spinning really fast and be like,
Yeah, when it like goes
Do it.
in and then goes out.
yeah.
No, but I think of like old like news intros. It's got like the beeping like in the background.
Oh,
I don't know why it has like Morse code or something, but I always think of that.
I guarantee I can pull a sound effect of that. Next episode. When we actually do this officially instead of just sit here and
Yes.
Yes, for
That's what
So
makes
what's
all good
happening?
podcasts.
So
What's happening? Okay, well, first off, the Wii Shop is officially dead. It's dead and gone.
Rip.
Rip, rip, rip. Get
What
on
was
your
your-
ripstick and ride into the sunset.
What was your favorite download from the Wii Shop Channel?
Everybody Votes channel.
That's a good one. You're a man.
Did you get that off the Wii Shop channel? I can't even remember now.
It's WiiWare, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so was the internet browser, which didn't come with it.
Opera. Give me that. Give me a shout out for some Opera. If you use Opera.
Woo-woo!
I'm actually going to go with the free game I got from the Nintendo Rewards thing that lasted for like 5 years. Grill Off with Ultra Hand, which
Ooh,
I probably
I
played
want to play that.
for about 30 seconds.
Yes.
But really does epitomize the Wii for me.
I downloaded what was this one game? It was like I can't remember what it was called, but it was like stick people, and they were trying to get into a castle, and they were just like constantly like walking towards the castle, and you'd get like different powers,
Ooh, I do remember this now. Yep.
and you'd like I think the first thing you could do is like just point at the screen and like hold down the B button and like to grab them, you'd like throw them up in the air, and then they'd
Yep.
fall back down and die. Then you got like archers and stuff.
Yep.
I played that game so much, but it was like literally like a flash game.
And
That's
that's
what it
what's so
reminded me of.
great.
Yeah.
Devin, you had a Wii.
I had a Wii, but I never really downloaded anything from the shop. All of our games were physical. Was like YouTube and Netflix, were
Ooh.
they?
No, Netflix had the wonderful thing with the disc because
Oh
they
yeah,
had a streaming deal. I loved the Netflix disc because it was so stupid.
How did you get one of those? Because I know for a fact we had one in my house, but did you have to like? Oh, you requested it?
Yeah, and it came.
Was
with
it free?
Yeah.
Okay.
It came with like the next DVD you got or whatever.
That's so weird.
From when we got DVD.
That seems like so just like archaic at this point.
You mean wonderful? Yeah, wonderful.
Remember Blockbuster? Can we bring
What's that?
Blockbuster back?
What's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're too young. You wouldn't know.
What was the best thing you guys like rented from Blockbuster?
Ooh, Quest 64. Even though that game is god awful. No, actually I take that back. My favorite game I think that I got from Blockbuster was Space Station Silicon Valley on the N64.
There you go.
That is. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
You're like
I feel like I was such a noob about anything video games with the Wii. I don't know. I really didn't know as much. I mean, I still don't know very much about
I'm
games.
talking N64 right now.
Oh, well, regardless, like I was 9. I was 9 years old, like, and my parents did not believe in video games for the most part. So I really
graphic that says noob alert, and we can put it over Devin's face.
I'm a noob. I know this.
Anyway,
actually doing any of this, we're just gonna say there's a graphic right here showing my favorite Blockbuster rental.
We can put a YouTube annotation, just a big square that says loser. No, but you're like in there's like these animals that are like robots, and I'm pretty sure like the player character is actually like a microchip. You press like the Z button or the R button or something on the N64, you like pop out of the animal, and like they're like lifeless husk. It's just like laying there, and you can like crawl around and like get into other animals. It was so awesome.
Sounds like a weird version of Horizon Zero Dawn, like a side game of it or something.
One of the very first levels, though, like it's kind of like mission based, and you go around and do all these missions. Like and each animal has like a different power up. I think it's like the second level. You collect these trophies when you get the mission completed, and they're in the shape of all the animals, and hopefully by the end you have like a whole trophy case of all the animals. Like the second level or something, the trophy, when you go like run into it to collect it, it doesn't like there's no collision or something. You just
Can't
go
get it.
straight through it, and you can never get it. So you can never like 100% that game without like glitching it.
That's fantastic.
So yeah,
Keeps the kids interested.
it keeps them playing for sure. That's what the developers need to do. They just need to put a bunch of glitches in their games to extend playtime.
I think that's exactly what they did with Smash Brothers.
Pretty much. You want to talk about that?
No, I think the person who's most hyped for the destructive plant should talk
Oh,
about
that's
it.
true.
So
I think it's
that
so
wanted
funny.
This plant's so bad.
I thought it was so funny. So, Piranha Plant came out, right? And apparently, if you play in like All-Star mode or something, it completely deletes people's save files and like all the characters that they've unlocked. So you literally have to start from ground zero again.
Just because of this one freaking plant.
And I think it's so funny, mostly because my save file did not get deleted. So, but I mean, this was the ultimate troll like character. No one asked for this. But here it is.
No one asked for this. No one asked for their games to be
No one asked for
completely
their
deleted.
games to be destroyed. And the best part is, Piranha Plant is actually kind of good. Like, I want to play as Piranha Plant. I thought he was going to be terrible, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
He's pretty cool. Like his moveset, I was actually surprised on how like I don't know, like
he's weird.
Like,
you have to
weird.
learn
Like how
him.
weird it is.
Yeah, you can do some serious like air juggling with him.
I actually really like the poison move that has no
Yeah,
knockback whatsoever, but does
that's what I was just
insane
gonna say.
damage.
Yeah.
It
That's
kind of
probably. Go ahead. I'm cutting you off.
it reminds me of like Villagers Down B, where you have to plant the tree, water the tree, cut down the tree to land it. Like for that, it takes so much planning to get one hit off of that. I feel like the ass would be the same way. You have to direct your opponent into it, or else it's completely useless, right?
Right. Well, yeah, like just the fact that it has no knockback, I feel like is so awesome. Like that's the one that move in particular was the one that stood out to me the most, I think.
I think for me, the one that stood out to me the most was the down B, just because it's like so counterintuitive. It's the one where Piranha Plant's stalk shoots up and bites the air above it. And if you hold it, it just like goes up higher.
Can you direct it too a little bit?
I don't remember.
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
I know you can.
I don't know.
You can direct.
Something.
You froze. You're freezing again. I'll say it. The one where you're up B. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I was talking about the one where it shoots a spiky ball out of its mouth.
Oh, just your neutral B.
Yeah. But you can also control it pretty well with your up B. Up B, it has a really good up B. It goes up forever.
Yeah, the recovery range is like insane.
Reminds me of Snake to me.
Yeah. Well, and that it's like it is like pretty directional. Like you don't just have to go straight up. Like you can like arc it pretty far, like horizontally.
Right.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah. Once again, it makes me more and more excited for the Fighter Pass DLC characters because if Piranha Plant's that unique, I might not know all of the characters, but now I'm expecting extremely unique characters, and those are the most fun to play when you're just doing random or whatnot. Like as much as I hate them, I also love the characters that you get put as, and you're like, oh crap, I literally
Yeah.
don't have any idea how to land a move because it's so different.
His we were messing around with him the night of his release or the day of his release, and we finally got like a smash ball to appear, and we were gonna do like his smash attack, and like on some of these new ones that they've changed for ultimate, I never know if you have to like stand right by the character and it's gonna like somehow shoot something out, and then it's gonna like do the cinematic or whatever.
Yep.
But like Piranha Plants, it makes PD Piranha like as like a stage hazard almost, and like he's swinging the cages around like in kind of like a circular motion with each hand
From some
and
space.
yeah. So that's what you have to like, I guess, dodge if you don't want to get hit by the attack. And if you get caught in it, he just like breathes like fire on you while you're in the cage. So that was pretty crazy.
And meanwhile, you still like are able to move around on the stage as Piranha Plant. Yeah.
So it's cool. Like you can almost direct them into the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, that's unique.
But yeah,
So yeah,
he's
I
cool.
like Piranha Plant. I hope they do fix the bug, but I think it's funny. It's just like making it a trollier character than it already was.
I'm excited for Joker.
Actually, I just thought of this. I'm excited for 2 more characters because then the character select screen will be a perfect rectangle.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah. Every time I
Yeah.
see that, I like want that. But then when they add all the fighters from the fighter pass, it's gonna mess it up again.
It'll be so weird. It'll have such a small like bottom row.
Right.
I assume they'll change how many per row and crap, but yeah.
Oh, and did you see on classic mode what Piranha Plant's like kind of route theme is?
Yeah.
So it's called New Bloom, and it's only newcomers, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, different. And actually, another thing I noticed in that same update with Piranha Plant, you can now play the what are they called? The event matches, basically. I forgot what they call them, but you can play those with
from like
Smash
the
Bros.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those. You can play those with more than one character now. So I think that's cool because it gives you something to do with friends that other than just fight each other.
So you can do them like co-op?
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah. Can you do like the actual story mode co-op?
Yeah.
It's only Smash board?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's still cool.
Something.
It's like the same thing.
Right.
It's still
just
spirits.
Another thing to do, which
Right.
those are the sort of things I like when they add, because why couldn't you do that?
Well, in the spirit board, I feel like updates so quickly that it's not like all the spirits are gonna be gone.
Right. So yeah.
So yeah, go play Piranha Plant if you haven't already.
And definitely do All-Star mode.
Yeah. It's a spring cleaning thing. You want to start fresh. You want to relive that nostalgia of, that little dopamine rush of getting all the characters again.
Nostalgia from last month.
Yeah. Thing.
It's a whole new year, new me type of deal.
Right. Well, do we want to tackle these iOS games?
I know nothing about them.
I don't either, so take it away, Blake.
I don't know much either, but so originally they'd announced that there was going to be a Mario Kart title on iOS and Android. It's called Mario Kart Tour. It was originally going to be released in March. I think it was being kind of like put out by the same people that have done some of the other mobile games. I think specifically the Mario one, Mario Jump or whatever it was called.
Mario Run?
Yeah, Mario Run. One of those things he does. He runs, he jumps.
Why?
but yeah, it got delayed until summer. I'm not really sure why that was, but we also got news actually, I think today, that not only is Mario Kart Tour getting released this summer, but also something called Dr. Mario World is also going to be released probably around the same time. So who knows what that could be? I mean, like, kind of looking at it initially, I thought of Mario Run and was like, okay, it kind of has like a stage-based interface thing. Like maybe it's like I don't know. I honestly don't know what it could be.
Is it Dr. Mario or is it Mario Super Mario World?
Well, that's what I'm
those are
confused
two
about.
very
It's
different
like
things.
it's like okay, Dr. Mario could easily be put on like mobile, you know.
Yep.
But like what is World? Like when I think of a Mario World title, I think of something completely different than Dr. Mario.
I'm gonna keep my expectations low and expect Dr. Mario, which is fun, but
Right.
buy it probably.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I read that it's going to be free, but it's going to have in-app purchases. So
That seems to be.
seems like yeah, they're trying to do that with all their mobile titles, which I like better. I would have liked they made you buy Mario Run to get the whole package, but I didn't really like that, and I don't think they really liked that either.
They've made much less money because of
That
it.
yeah, right. They'll get more money off like, you know, whales. So
Yep.
so yeah, we'll see how that is. Again, it's not coming in March. That was originally Mario Kart Tour, got delayed. Now both games are coming out this summer.
Perfect for you to sit inside and play on your phone.
Right. So that's it on that. There is talk about some sort of Switch Mini. This hasn't been confirmed by Nintendo at all, but I've been kind of hearing rumors about this for a while. But I think even more kind of rumors are being spread about it. So I think it's probably coming at some point.
I was pretty surprised when I heard about this because I just assumed that they would make a bigger one, like everything else seems to
Right.
be. But
I think the first I heard about this actually was talking about some sort of like, you know, Switch Pro or something.
right,
This is, I think, the first news I've actually heard about it being some sort of like mini or more consumer friendly or something.
yeah. This actually gives me confidence that as a launch day purchaser, we're not going to be like left in the dark and have games only run on the Switch Pro or whatever. Like I assume
Right.
that'll happen eventually, but I
Yeah,
want
that's
a
kind
couple
of
more
what
years at least.
right. Like to me, when I first saw this, I immediately thought of the 2DS for some reason, which the 2DS is so weird to begin with, since it's like basically a 3DS, but it doesn't have 3D capabilities. It doesn't have the clamshell hinge. So to me, it looks like a doorstop with a screen.
It's the first time I've heard that.
But like, part of me was thinking like, is this going to be some sort of like 2DS equivalent? Like, is it not going to have like Joy-Cons that come off or something? Like, what if it was just one
It
thing?
was a PSP.
Yeah, pretty much a PSP.
I'm guessing it will be. I'm guessing they're going to go for the low price, the thing you can buy all of your kids, but
Right.
who knows?
The one thing I was like kind of worried like that didn't really make sense is if they do some sort of uh thing where the Joy-Cons don't come off, like you're not going to be able to play some games, you know?
Well, I'm sure I'm sure they'll figure out something.
I don't
For
know.
that.
Like, that's a lot of work to go back and fix.
Smaller Joy-Cons.
That'd be weird.
That would be awful.
Just
Like, they're
imagine
already
people
kind of
trying to,
awkward.
yeah, that is true. Imagine people trying to put like the tiny Joy-Cons on their normal size Switch or something.
It's like they're only this big and they have to just play with super tiny Joy-Cons. Joy-Cons for ants.
I do have one suggestion for Nintendo here is to keep with their bad naming schemes, and this should definitely be called the Switch XL Mini.
No. That's what I want them to get away from. I hated all of those naming conventions with the Mini and the XL and all that, and I hated the new Super Mario Bros. World Deluxe, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Both of those things like came out at the same time, and I was just like, "What are you doing?"
They're making it so only smart people can find and
Oh,
play it.
okay, right, yeah, that's true. They're trying to get a smarter game base. Sure.
So what else is happening? Boom Boom. Is that one of the people things?
Boo Boo.
Boom Boom.
I mean, Boom Boom's happening, right?
Boom Boom is not a Koopaling, but he is a Bowser minion. And he is coming to Mario Tennis Aces tomorrow as of recording.
Whoa!
So yeah, we reported on this a while ago. But yeah, February 1st will be your first chance to get Boom Boom in Super Mario Aces. I'm pretty sure you can just do it how you get all the other characters. You just play some online tournaments and get them that way.
Yeah. Do you want to point out that this is Mario Tennis Aces? Not every game is a Super Mario game.
Did I say that or something?
Super Mario Aces.
Super Mario Deluxe Aces Mini XL.
Tennis.
Boom, 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 boom.
I just cannot get over the name Boom Boom. I think every single time of an Adventure Time, Finn says boom boom to refer to bowel movements.
Really?
Yeah.
That went
really
a different way from what I was expecting. So you're hoping for Boom Boom as the next character in Smash, then, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want to hear the announcers say,
"Boom,
boom, boom, shits on the competition."
She had to one up you. That
was better.
All right. What else we got? Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, yeah.
Restarting development. I haven't read into this much, so.
Well, all you had to do was watch a 1-minute video of a sad Japanese man letting a bunch of people down. But yeah, it seemed like the most hyped game of the year, they just decided it wasn't good enough, so they've switched developers and are starting at the beginning.
Yikes.
Did we have a release date for that yet, or was it just like 2019?
2019. All we had was a logo and a date, so.
Yeah.
That's
gonna
rough.
push that back a while.
Yeah, it is.
Just go the Kingdom Hearts route. Just take 10 years. Sorry.
The only good thing is it shows they still have standards.
That's true.
Or they don't want to piss everybody off. Maybe
also true. But in delaying it is actually pissing people off, so.
That will be the final game on Switch. They'll release it on Switch in the next console because of all the people that bought a Switch expecting it, kind of like
it'll be like a Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild type thing.
Yeah, that's happened twice now. Wow.
With Zelda games.
So yeah. I can't say I was too hyped for this game for the start, especially after we started playing, the other game. with Metroid in the name.
Yes. So it's NES time. That's a graphic. That's a sparkly graphic. I just picture like coins, like Mario coins, and there's just like a million coins. Like you're getting a million coins per second.
Million coins per second. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll imagine that.
Make it. So it's NES time. We have officially beaten Metroid.
We cheated, but we beat it.
Yeah. We'll get into how we cheated, but we beat it. We finally beat it.
I honestly didn't even realize you guys beat Metroid. I lost interest a while ago.
Why? It's not the greatest game ever made? You're not
No, absolutely
obsessed?
not. It was horrible to watch.
So, how did we beat it? Well, first of all, we were reminded by a fantastic Reddit post, which you should put somewhere, that these games have instruction booklets, and man, are they helpful. Yeah. So we learned tons of useful information, like Samus is a boy, but at the end, she's actually a girl, so I'm kind of confused.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, there were maps that were helpful. There were explanations on exactly what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Basically, reading the instruction booklet was invaluable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then second, we just pulled up a map because, man, that world's big and confusing. A full map of like everything.
Right. So yeah, we basically, how we played it is we got super frustrated the first time. We were telling ourselves we were gonna do it with our own map. We were gonna actually draw it out. We're gonna go. I kept saying we're gonna go old school. We're gonna go old school without a map, but like actual old school was having a map, like in the instruction booklet. So I was like, this is just stupid. So yeah, our second time playing, like we covered so much more ground because we actually knew where we were going. We knew the map that we use. Yeah, it was kind of cheap because it showed all the power ups, so we kind of planned it out that way. Basically, we bounced from room to room, got all the power ups, hit some of the bosses along the way, and yeah,
which we beat all the bosses legitimately, except for the big one.
Yes, as legitimate as I guess, yeah.
So
Ridley, we literally just jumped to the other side and shot him without getting hit. So call that legitimate, sure.
No save states.
No save states, yes. No save states. Except for Mother Brain.
Yeah, that's freaking impossible. Literally impossible. I actually need to go look up a video of someone doing that because I don't believe it.
Well, what I was thinking with that is we only had like 2 or 3 energy tanks. I've seen screenshots where people have like 10 energy tanks. So like if we wanted to get those, sure, we probably could have got hit like a million times. But
I'm content with what happened.
Same. We beat it. We didn't 100% it though, which is fine. I'm happy with that.
Me too. So now that we've had a week to digest just all that happened with that game, all the emotions that we went through, the highs and the lows.
Many lows. Some
What was the best? What was the best part of it?
Ooh, the best part.
You don't have to say anything. It's just.
Well, I know those some of the worst parts are. I'll start with that. Well, if you got a best, you go with the best first. Let's hit some high points.
The best part was the music I don't know the name of, but it's the one that's in Smash. Like, yeah, is it Norfair? I think it's Norfair.
I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Though.
That music,
Yeah.
amazing in the actual game.
When we first took the elevator down and like heard that music, I was like, "Ooh, this is good."
Yeah, and we listened to it for a good like hour, 2 hours straight because we were down there, and it never got old. So
Because
yeah,
well, and like the music before that in the starting area, it just like random beeps. So it's just
Yeah.
like it's like what is this really?
yeah,
So yeah, that music was like just so iconic. It like actually made me excited. Like after getting to that harder area, but hearing that music, I was like, "Oh, okay, let's go fight some stuff."
this is Metroid. I
Right?
am
Yeah.
Samus.
Right.
But yeah, that's about the best thing in the game. What's the worst thing?
To me, the worst thing is like um all of the breakable walls. Like just some of the areas are like it's just impossible to me how you would even figure out how to get to some of the areas. Like I don't understand if the developers were trying to make those as like secret areas and like you just get to them if you get to them and you have like an upgrade early on or something. But just like there was one like ice beam thing we got where you had to like go through quicksand and like fall through the bottom of a screen. I was just like, no one is going to do this.
Yeah. Things that they tell you kill you suddenly don't because, you're
Right.
supposed to realize that. And yeah, sometimes it seemed almost necessary to go through some of those. I guess we could go back and look, but some of those breakable walls literally necessary.
Right.
And like you said, I don't know how it's possible unless you do a bomb on literally every tile in every room.
Right, which is just ridiculous.
So yeah.
But that one instance in particular, that reminded me of in Mario Odyssey when there's like coins leading off of the forest level. I'm losing the name.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to leading you to jump off the edge to get these coins, but then you go to the dark area below the forest.
Yep.
It was like that if it didn't have any sort of incentive.
No
Like
coins,
as far as you knew. It's just like, hey, why don't you just randomly jump into this pit like for no reason?
I could see that.
So yeah, I don't know. But whatever. We beat it. It had some weird stuff for sure. Like very dated, I feel like things like just super hard secrets, but whatever. The music was awesome. Once we finally figured out kind of I really liked the shooting mechanic. That was cool. When you get like the ice shot thing that freezes enemies and you can actually like use them as platforms, I thought that was a cool mechanic. It was at least different from what you were just doing at the very beginning of the game, just shooting things. So there was like some interesting moments, but overall, I don't know. It's just like I hate to say it, but like I feel like this game was just kind of subpar to me.
Yeah,
Maybe right on par, just kind of it's an okay game.
I was impressed with the scope of it, I guess, just
That's
like I
true.
was with Zelda.
Very, very huge world for that time period.
And I thought it did a much better job than Zelda of putting you like in a specific world, in a specific mood, I guess.
Yes,
It was super sci-fi and it had ambience, I guess, which Zelda does not.
True.
But other than that, yeah, it's worse than Zelda, which is the only other game of this type that I can compare it to. In pretty much every way. And the difficulty makes it literally unplayable to me.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this as we were playing it. There's just some parts of that game that they just seem broken in difficulty. Like when you're going through a door and an enemy goes through the door at the same time as it's loading like the screen, you're getting damaged like during that entire period as if you were just constantly hitting the enemy. So it's just like, this is so stupid. Like, why?
That's the best part. It's not even the enemy goes through you. The enemy slides with you. So
Right,
you get
yeah.
Oh
It's
man.
just like constant collision of getting hit.
Yeah, now that you remind me about that, all of my hatred comes bubbling back up. I have
Right.
pretty much nothing
Yeah.
else good to say.
Every
I-
single time that would happen, I just like would feel myself getting like furious. Just like, this shouldn't happen.
I actually kind of understand why Nintendo released the special version of this, where you start out with
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
the add-ons to Samus, because when Samus starts, she is really freaking useless.
Yeah.
The fact that your bullets only go for like a quarter of the screen is really killer.
I forgot about
in a
that.
bad way.
I forgot about that.
So once you start getting all those add-ons or power-ups, whatever, yeah, Samus started to feel like Samus, and
Mm,
it was viable, hard but viable.
yeah.
But those beginning moments of the game were brutal because you have no health, you don't have the ability to hit anything on the ground, which is extremely annoying.
Hmm.
It just all adds up.
Like, and I get that it's trying to teach you how to like jump and platform and things, but yeah, just it was too difficult at times.
So yeah, we are babies, but we beat it. Actually, we should describe exactly how we beat Mother Brain, just
Mother
so
Brain.
everybody knows how terrible we are.
Well, first we tried to go into the last area without the freeze shot thing. So the Metroids were just like clinging onto us and just destroying us.
Man,
We were like,
Metroid's yeah.
so we went back, we got the little freeze shot. Then we could actually freeze the Metroid and then like shoot missiles at them to kill them pretty quickly. So that helped like a ton.
You got the 30 health.
Yeah. So we went all the way kind of through the shoot, all the way through the like basically final passage of the game that is right before the Mother Brain room. We made a save state, and then like we basically just would go through this little corridor and be like, okay, we got so far. Let's make a save state. Like we didn't get hit.
So you should put a picture of this, but the room's divided
I
into
will. Yeah.
5 sections,
picture up.
right? So it was basically one section at a time. Okay, we got hit 4 times. Could we do better? No, we can't. Save
Right. Yeah, we're like there's all these like little things like flying at you at the same time. We're like, is this okay? Like, are we gonna have enough for the end? We're like on the first like little corridor. There's like 5.
And then to be fair, when we got to the very end, it was so freaking difficult that we did 1 hit at a time on Mother
Yeah.
Brain.
Yeah. We would like jump up and like hit Mother Brain with the missiles, and then like we'd like land safely. Be like, okay, there's nothing around. Create one quickly.
But
So, yeah.
but we did the escape sequence the first time
That is true.
without a save state. So legitimate.
Brock was doing the platforming and fell down a couple times. Towards the end, honestly, I was starting to get really worried.
I think I beat it with 15 seconds left.
I don't remember the exact time, but like, I think you're given like 900 or 700 seconds, and like it was starting to get down to like 200, and I was like, he's not gonna do it. Like, I was like, oh god.
I was clutch.
But yeah,
And
we got, what ending did we get?
we got the 3 to 5 hour ending, so we got to see Samus the boy's very lush yellow hair.
Yeah, like Fabio almost. Took the helmet off, and then yeah.
Was it even yellow? I feel like I'm idealizing.
I honestly think it was like a more of a dirty blonde.
Yeah, I feel like it was my color of hair.
Fair enough. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but if you were a boy.
I mean, Devin's a boy name, so.
Okay. So yeah, I heard there's an ending where you get to see Samus the boy in a bikini, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll have to
What?
look at
Did not know that.
So yeah,
it. So
that's
yeah,
if you
you'll
beat it within 2 seconds, I've heard.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devin, when you play, you can report back how that looks.
Yeah, report back to
Alright.
us later.
Alright,
I
I'll let
want
you guys
some.
know.
I want some charts and graphs.
Alright, I'll draw
And some
something up.
guys in bikinis.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll probably play Super Metroid because we know it's supposed to be better
Yeah, for sure.
if it comes out. But right now, I don't have any
Everyone's
expectations.
saying it's supposed to. Well, tell them what we're doing now on the NES.
Devin, aren't you doing this with
Yeah,
us?
what are we doing? You even know what we're doing?
No.
Where am I?
Where am I?
What year is it?
What are we doing on NES?
She's lost.
I don't partake in like the Metroid type things that you guys do.
We've been playing Zelda 2.
Oh yeah.
And this
So
is
we
another
beat
game.
the original Legend of Zelda.
You did do that.
We've beaten Metroid. So now we've moved on to Zelda 2. We're going to try to, make our way through the Zelda games and hopefully Metroid games if Super Nintendo comes out for the Switch.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about Zelda 2 at all, or?
We can a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
we're still super early. We've beaten one of the palaces. Palaces are basically what they call dungeons in the game. Just the whole game is completely different from the Legend of Zelda. So, like, comparing them is so weird because I feel like they're almost not even. They don't feel like they're in the same series almost.
No, they don't, and I actually really enjoy that so far.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Especially because literally everyone makes fun of Zelda 2, right? So I came in with expectations that were none, basically. And so far, I'm finding it extremely charming how weird it is. It's just
I think it's actually way better than the things I've heard.
so,
Everyone's always like crapping on the like combat stuff. Like, yeah, it's not the best, but like it's still cool.
Yeah.
Like they at least tried to like make it more complex with like how you fight with the sword. There's like the attacks up, the attacks that are lower.
Yeah, you can't just stab your sword at anyone and kill them.
Right. Yeah. And you were saying like later you learn like a down thrust and things, so it's like it's more like definitely more complex sword fighting than in the first one where you just hit B or A or whatever it is and sword comes out.
Yeah.
The overworld map is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Little monsters like run into you and then you're in like this little side scrolling like combat sequence, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay so far. I was thrown off by like the experience that you gain from killing monsters. I'm not used to that in the Zelda game. This is the first time I've seen experience in Zelda, so
Yeah.
a little different.
We've had to grind our way into getting like hearts and things, which is different, but honestly not terrible. I mean,
Yeah, like we haven't spent like an exorbitant amount of time doing that, so.
And this game has villages, which the
Yeah,
first one
cool.
obviously doesn't. Which I really enjoyed the fact that just they're there. Honestly,
Right.
makes it feel like Zelda. So yeah,
There's actually people walking around, not just like one old man in a cave or something.
They are air.
Yeah, I am error. What did that one guy say? He was like, "Fire kills everything," or something. He said something like that.
When in doubt, use fire.
Little boy's like, if you want to go south, you need a candle. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We're getting it's becoming more of a modern game, I guess.
Yeah. I think we're gonna finish this one without any major headaches. And without
Hopefully.
cheating.
Hopefully.
Horribly.
We'll see how the other palaces, how their difficulty is. We'll see.
Will be fun.
Well, anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm good.
Nada?
Nada.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Again, this was episode 8 of the Fourshade podcast. Working on a website right now, so stay tuned for that. You can see most of our stuff if you just search Fourshade online. We have all of our stuff on YouTube. The podcasts are up in audio form on Spotify and iTunes. And yeah, we're still working on some social medias like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that. So yeah, just search Fourshade, Fourshade. And yeah, that's going to do it for us. See you guys next time.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Kiki.